As always, family, never telling you what to think. Just ask that we start thinking. And I just want to give my perspective really quick on this whole Colin Kaepernick Nike situation. Won't spend too much time on it. You can't just do it if you're dead. Okay, so the victims of police brutality, they can't do anything. The families of these victims can't do anything but pick out a casket. Can't do anything but bury their loved ones. Okay, so, and those out here burning their Nike apparel, they just don't understand that they actually won. Protests over. Everybody go back to watching football, okay? And I don't know why we support Nike anyway, because I know why we support Nike. Because we have a short memory. Just like we have a short memory about what this whole issue was about. It was about police brutality. There was no police officers in the ad. There was no sit-downs with the police department. Nothing changed. There was no sit-downs with the mayor. Police brutality just continued. It went uninterrupted, okay? It didn't even slow down. Police kept beating people, kept killing people, kept shooting people. Nothing changed. So what are we celebrating? There's one or two things that happened. Colin's movement was hijacked by Nike because Nike is in cahoots with the NFL. We have to remember Nike's hands are not clean. Because we have a short memory, we forget that Nike had, back in the early 90s, had allegations of sweatshop labor issues. So Nike's hands are not clean. So I don't know why we running around rooting for Nike. Or Colin just got tired. He put everything on the line. No one stood up for him. He's like, what's the use? So might as well get a little bit of money and go on about my life. It's funny how these NFL players will hold out for money. They will hold out for a better contract. They won't show up for training camp, or they'll miss a few games to get a better contract, to get more pay. But they won't hold out for a greater cause. They won't hold out to change the world. Okay, to change people's lives. The same people, the same poor kids, the same poor people that watch them on TV and root for them and buy their jerseys, they won't hold out for them. That's very ironic. And I'm not just talking about the black players. I'm talking about the white players too. Because you guys are the majority outside of the NFL. Your uncles, your aunties, your dad, your mom, or judges, or people who are in positions of power that can actually make change. So where's your advocacy? Where's your advocacy for us? If you want everything in this world to be better, this is your issue. This is an American issue. Police brutality is not just a black issue. It's an American issue. So where's your voice in all of this? Because you don't want things to get better. As long as, because you're selfish and you're a despicable person to sit by and see people get shot and to see people get killed and to say absolutely nothing. Okay, so Nike, why don't you just go to the government and tell them to give us some free land? Because there's a lot of free land in this country that's being developed, that things are being built on, but we never got our free land. They gave the immigrants the land while while our ancestors were slaves, but we didn't get any of that land. So just go to the government and tell them to give us our land. Just stop building prisons. How about that? Just put a little bit more money in education. Stop building weapons of war, weapons to kill. Start cleaning up some of these communities. Just buy up the whole block and rebuild the houses and rebuild the community. Just buy the stores up and let us run them so as our own businesses. Just do that. You're like, Ricky, that's crazy. Okay? Don't ask if the dream is crazy. Ask if it's crazy enough. Okay, so when your kid gets shot down, when your loved one gets shot down, just be quiet. Just don't say anything. Just pick out a casket. Don't ask if the dream is crazy. Ask if it's crazy enough. As always, family, never telling you what to think. Just ask that we start thinking.